The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors. Listeners, beware.
You know what I appreciate? When movies set around Halloween or in the fall, do it right, and then give us somewhat of a decent movie. I'm not going to show my cards with this film, but like somewhat of a decent movie.
Yeah. Where you're not just saying that the opening fonts and the first 5 minutes are the best part of the movie.
Yeah. God damn it. Fuck you, candy corn.
Which pretty much shits all over the director, says, hey, cinematographer, good job.
Exactly.
Fucking else of this movie. But cinematographer and possibly the person that made the fonts for the opening sequence, good job. Everybody else, go fuck yourself.
Pretty much. Because I've come to the conclusion that is why I continuously give Halloween 4 and H2O rewatches.
Halloween 4 is the perfect example.
Yeah, Halloween 4 is more perfect than, but H2O locks in fall, dude.
Yeah.
Like all the shots outside when there's, in the entrance and all that, it's fucking fall.
But, Halloween 4, because there's parts of Halloween 4 that are not fucking good.
Like the mask?
Yeah. But I'm just saying.
Fucking mask.
But man, that first 10 minutes of Halloween 4, you're like, oh man, I'm in the fucking spooky season mood.
That is the ultimate intro to fall. Hands down.
100%.
Period. I have not seen one to beat that at all. That opening, just ominous music, farms in autumn. Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Dude, that is it.
Yeah.
No one will ever beat that. Oh, okay. But you're probably wondering what this has to do with tonight's film. Tonight, on the chopping block, is 2025's Shudder original, Night of the Reaper. Yeah, this one literally just hit, I don't know, like a week ago.
Yeah, just released.
Released. And F.U. Hunter decided to bring this up. Oh, yeah, maybe our names. I'm Lowdown.
F.U. Hunter, what's up, you walkie-talkie exploding bitches?
Walkie-talkie exploding. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool scene.
Oh, man.
So I remember seeing the trailer for this, and I remember like, okay, this looks interesting. It's fall, set in Halloween. Like the trailer gives you enough that it's Halloween. You get a lot more in the film, though.
Yeah.
With
Shudder didn't really hype this. I don't know if this even got a theatrical release.
I don't think it did.
And that's weird because there's other stuff I've seen that Shudder did get a theatrical release that I watched. I was like, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, like, this one, I thought Shudder would have kind of...
Shudder's got more awesome walking out the theater, though, than Mez. That make it to theater. The ones that I can think I've seen.
That's true, but usually that's when they're like, we really are backing this, is even just giving it a limited release.
Mm-hmm.
Like Late Night with the Devil, like,
yeah.
where they really are like, dude, we got this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like,
you need to go fucking see it on the big screen.
I mean, we're going to have it, but go see it now, and then you can see it again on, the site.
Yeah. This movie definitely should. I would have loved to have. I would love to see every film on the big screen.
Yeah.
For my first time, if I can. This film is no different. Like any first viewing, I would much rather see it like it's supposed to be seen in a movie theater, not at home. That's for second viewings.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this movie out the gate just kind of goes hard. It has an opening scene that's lets you know kind of what this film is going to be like.
Yeah.
It just has that whole babysitter setup, and
it's a good opening sequence. And that's the thing, is that if you're going into this blind, like that opening sequence goes, all right.
Yeah, which I did. I went to a blind, so.
And I test if someone goes in there, if they didn't like the opening sequence, then you might not like the rest of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say a very high percentage of people will go, okay, I'm in.
Yeah. And I feel like the opening scene shows you the beats that are, to me, consistent throughout the film.
Yeah.
Like, this is what it is, shortened into 10 minutes, and now you're going to get more of that, right? We get a dance number, we get the setup. Like, our killer likes to use distractions outside to lure him outside so the killer can get inside to leave little trinkets.
Yeah, the killer has this really specific thing about how to draw characters.
It works, though.
Yeah, it's a good distraction.
Yeah, because the kill we open up on is technically the killer's final kill, and they've had 4? We saw 4 videos.
Was it 4?
The daughter, the wife, the camper, and then there was the, wasn't there another one? Or was it only 3?
It was only 3.
It was only 3? Okay.
There was one that was a setup one, and then it was a continuation, which was the babysitter.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. There's only 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this killer likes to record. Which now made me understand the intro.
Oh, well, let's also set up real quick. This takes place in the 80s.
Oh, yes, in the 80s.
So they're
but not like over-the-top cheesy 80s. They're really good with this. They just didn't want to have cell phones and shit.
Right, but I'm just saying it also sets up this killer is committed because we're not talking about just putting your phone in a corner.
No, it's a fucking VHS
You got to have
camcorder.
camcorders set up at different spots.
And you youngins don't realize that you used to have to record on something like, I don't know, 500 times the size of your fucking phone.
Yeah.
This bitch weighed like 25, 30-pound brick.
A stand, not you just place it somewhere.
Yeah.
It had to have its own fucking stand because it was heavy as fuck.
Yeah, so if any of our younger listeners watch Stranger Thing, Bob's camera from season 2. That's what we're working with here.
But I think that adds a little bit to it because that shows just commitment of like how fucked up. Because none of these all these kills are pre-planned for the most part or set up like where cameras are strategically placed at different spots where the victim will go for the distraction and then come into another camera view.
Yeah.
So,
and also the killer is so methodical, like they make sure that our victim, for I guess lack of better terms, is going to walk by the trinkets.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, because of the noises our killer makes, it lures. Okay. It draws the character.
Yeah, just use draws.
It draws the character in the direction that they want them to go to see. Because basically, our killer leaves paper everywhere, like papers with notes.
Well, besides that, the killing a fucking animal to set up for the first distraction.
So, watching the second time, and knowing who the killer was, I was like, yeah, accidental death, right? Roadkill, dirty bitch. Don't kill the fucking animals.
Oh, but yeah, and that's what I'm saying with that opening sequence where the notes are set up, and your final note is literally on one of the children she's watching as she turns her around, like
because don't forget the kid's bound and gagged.
Bound and gagged, but that's
bound and gagged child.
And she turns it around, and it's like
forever. I think
forever. Yeah,
it's like I want you to be mine forever. It was some creepy, fucked up thing
just throughout the house.
Yeah.
But the last forever is when she turns it.
Fucking dude.
That was great.
Yeah, dude. So basically, we have a killer. I believe it's been the course over like a year.
Yeah, I'd say
roughly
a year.
Because
maybe
when the sheriff's wife's video, there was snow, so we know it was at least earlier that year,
right.
In January, February, right?
I'd say maybe over a year, just because of the relationship of the sitter to our main or final girl is her back from college.
And they always say, "Glad you came back." Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
Plus, the house that she's killed in has been abandoned by that point. So
that's a good point. So we have our main character's little sister. We have just a random camper. I mean, he was a kid there, but he was out camping.
Yeah.
But that's a character we never see. He's already dead.
He's the test kill.
Yeah, he's the test kill, right?
Which kind of sucks.
Fucked up. And then we have the sheriff's wife.
Yeah.
That we find out later. And we're introduced to the sheriff that he's a widow and the wife died in a car wreck. Did not know it was a set up car wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all the kills are taped. They're all by this character, the Reaper, with a hood and a skull mask. Very basic. Again, like Scream, where it's you could find this mask at any fucking Spirit or whatever, or whatever Halloween store they had in the fucking 80s. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
Walmart and Kmart.
Yeah, it's nothing special. It's not like I designed this mask and they just fucking spent $10, picked up a mask at a store, and then just put a cloak over it. So.
Yeah, exactly. Very bare bones, but it's effective because that opening scene when we see our babysitter, the killer had set up the camcorder to play on the TV, and the babysitter sees it and she's watching it, and then dude, the way the killer comes out of that corner shadow, it was some Michael Myers level shit. Dude.
Yeah,
there you are.
Well, doesn't he say when she puts the tape in or playing the tape, it's like turn around or I'm behind you.
But that was like already when the killer was right there.
Yeah,
we get to watch that slow
but
walk.
She's watching the TV as you're like,
dude. Oh man, so creepy. And they make choices with the intro, like the way that they blip in and out of that I guess that's 35 millimeter camera from those, or is that 8 millimeter?
I don't know.
Whatever millimeter it blips in and out of like grainy VHS, like it was from a old cassette tape.
Yeah, I do like that with the opening sequence where it says Night of the Reaper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's some
fucking
cool
sweet.
tricks in this.
Yeah,
So
I really
and
enjoyed that.
I mean, again, I guess there's a lot of where I keep saying Scream because Scream is really where up till Scream, I feel like when we watch slashers, you never really were trying to guess suspects.
Yeah.
And after Scream, most of the movies, especially all the copycats that happen after Scream, you're like, okay, all right, who is it? Who's it going to be? Is it somebody we already know?
100%.
Yeah.
No, 100%. Like when I watched this, finished the film, I was like, okay, this has the atmosphere and overall tone, because it's a slasher set in the 80s as well, but of Halloween.
Yeah.
With the updated pacing and twists of Scream.
And also,
Because Scream updated the slasher from what Halloween gave us. Scream was the first one to update it. So we got the two what I consider reigning champs of slasher film, like combined in this movie. And I think that's
the kills are personal. That we have the characters that are affected by these kills because it's
like
people,
Scream.
like people, yeah,
Like
exactly,
Scream.
like City Prosecutor.
But unlike Halloween, we don't know who. Like we know the killer's Michael Myers in Halloween.
But
right?
he's not. He's like, I choose you. Like, yeah.
No, I mean, like we know the killer. This is more that aspect of Scream is in this because we don't know who the killer is, and and again, the deaths are intimate. But like I said, because it's Halloween, the tone, the fall, the fact that it is a slasher, and it does have its pacing is slightly slower than Scream, leaning more towards Halloween. But there's enough going on that you don't really feel.
Yeah,
like it's a slow draw.
Because you get to where the younger sister that's babysitting the sheriff's kid, you get a lot, and there's some really cool shit that happens there where they're playing hide and seek, and she opens the door.
Older sister.
Older sister, sorry. But where she's babysitting the sheriff's kid, this is a year or whatever after her sister had been murdered, and they're playing hide and seek. She's on the walkie, and she goes outside and sees the figure. She's like, are you outside? Because they're playing hotter or colder. And he's like, I'm not allowed to be outside. That's a fucking cool moment.
That was a fucking cool, yes. And like you said, there's all that mist as the ground had cooled down, and oh man.
And the sheriff lives out in the fuck woods. Like there's no neighbors anywhere close.
No, not
nowhere
at all.
close.
Not at all. And I got to say this now. We got to bring out that dude. The sheriff is probably my favorite character.
I think the older sister might be mine.
Really, I love the way he reacts. And it's mainly because of the latter part of the film.
Yeah.
Like he says, fuck you to his deputy. I'm going myself. Stop being a bitch.
I'm going to do this because I respect this movie enough, which I might be showing my hand a little bit, but we're going to give some spoiler.
Well, Hunter's giving you a spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah, I am because, again, that should already tell you I respect this movie enough to say if you want to go in this fresh and you haven't watched it yet, spoiler alert.
I feel like we gave a spoiler alert when you said it got a twist like Scream. Unless listeners aren't listening.
Sort of.
What does that mean?
But this has
a twist on twist.
A twist on twist. Yeah. Haha.
It's still, if they don't want that spoil, when you say twist, you just don't listen any further.
I understand. But
it's not like a barbarian twist, folks. Sorry, that's the only one that really mattered when we said spoiler alert.
I love how they set you up where you got fucking dude man with the van that gets brought in because the van's in one of the videos, and they do everything they can. They can't pin it on there, and you go, okay, the sheriff obviously is going after this kid, but he's innocent. So we just totally forget about him.
And then he goes to the friend, finds another tape. Oh, it's the friend who did it.
Yeah.
And the dude, the other teenager plays that shit when they cross paths at the police station. He's like, "What did you do?
Yeah.
What did you do?"
So we're like, okay, well, obviously he was just a la Scream. Like, they've got Billy, but okay, well, it wasn't him.
It wasn't him, exactly.
So I like that. We then later on in the movie do get the reveal of who the killer is. And then you get the reveal. No, the cops had one of the suspects. They fucked up.
Sure did.
They fucked up.
They fucked up
and
hard.
I love that because we'd already had a movie that told us that. And we go, oh, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can break the rules with that shit.
You can.
All right.
Yep. And, that kid was wild. But he had the best death of the whole fucking film.
Man.
Dude, he had the best death of the whole goddamn film.
Yes. Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
Another little twist is you think that a la Zodiac or something, the killer, the Reaper is fucking with the police, leaving these tapes to indicate, showing, recording all these murders. So you're like, yeah, just your normal. No, we find out it's not the fucking Reaper. It's the babysitter
setting up the Reaper.
She
knows who the Reaper is.
Fucking
she played
awesome.
the long game. She played the fucking long game.
But that's so awesome because when do you have that happen? Where
Never.
Yeah.
Well, but she said what she said was the tell was that she showed up to her sister's funeral. That's what she gave as the reason. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll go with it. But that was a little weak, as that being the only reason.
Well, she said it was all like the way she looked, the way she was reacting. Like she was studying everybody. Like she was studying everybody's reactions, a la almost like she was fucking getting off on everybody mourning the death.
And we don't really get any motive for the killer in this, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Having just rewatched the ending before we started recording, like we didn't get a motive.
Yeah, like the closest thing is what she says is the reason I pinned it. I thought about you is the way you looked. You were just embracing the sadness. Like the killer was getting off on like the emotion of people mourning this death.
Yeah.
Which is a weird kind of thing to do, to spend all the time, get the costume, do all this, and be like, oh, after this death, we're getting a sweet ass funeral. Oh man, it's weird, but that's kind of your only real indication.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the latter part of the story, the way they wrap it up with the reveal that our final girl, right, it set all this up. She knew who the killer was. I mean, she set her up with the notes, followed along with the playbook.
The kid wasn't even there.
know.
The kid she was supposed to be babysitting,
Wasn't even
she
there.
got him the fuck out early on and then just played the role of, all right, I'm checking on you in bed.
Well,
You're definitely not a mannequin in that bed.
Yeah, it was her setup, dude.
Yeah.
It was like, I made sure what's-her-face wouldn't be able to babysit the sheriff's son tonight. She gave her some laxatives so the friend was just shitting herself all night. Ugh.
God damn. No, right. Is she going to reveal that to her friend later on? Like, look, you're going to hate me
I'm pretty
now.
sure when the dude dropped off the kid, she got the gist of it, And then she took over the babysitting. I mean, genius.
I think one of the things I really appreciated is that you have the cat and mouse play that we have in tons of slasher movies. He's in there, doors are opening, shit's going on. But then you have a reverse cat and mouse once she reveals, no, this was your trap, not my trap. And I love that it went from one way to out in the woods, all the fucking, like the skeletons
just hanging reapers.
Yeah,
Just hanging reapers, yeah.
Like this
Dude,
girl.
her hiding in that shit, when she hides in the reaper, dude, you got it. Until she moved, did you see her?
No.
No, I'm saying, like, I didn't either. Until she
But I'm
moved,
just saying,
I was like, oh, fuck.
She had set up the same way the Reaper had, even more detail of like, oh no, I'm the innocent, the babysitter, come get me. And like everything was set up for that moment. It's great.
100%. And like I said, that final shot. So the final video that the cop got from the second of the two teens, one being one of the killers, the other one being innocent. He's the one that took the kid to the friend's house. The sheriff watched the videotape, and that was the one of his wife dying.
That's so fucked up.
His fucking acting there, dude, was I don't know what that guy's been in before, but that shit was on point. And the aftermath, where you could tell he was struggling not to shoot that kid, because remember, there's a scene where he loses his shit, where he turns around and he's like, oh god, I thought it was ice.
Yeah,
I thought she hit ice, and like, you know what I mean, like. He killed it,
The best way I
dude.
can describe it is when he watches the video and it shows how his wife actually died.
Dude.
Is, have you ever seen Inside Man?
Oh, yeah,
When-
with Denzel and...
Yeah. When there's a part where Clive Owen looks like he shoots one of the hostages and the camera closes up on Denzel Washington and it follows him and Denzel Washington's like raging like a motherfucker and like it's just following, like he's just like, I'm so fucking angry right now.
Yeah.
That's like the moment with that sheriff experience
Exactly.
when he sees the tape of his wife actually being killed.
Because it wasn't just a car accident. The killer walked over there and beat her head against the steering wheel till she was dead.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
And that tape of his wife being murdered is found at this dude's house.
Yeah. So
that he
that's why-
has in custody.
Yeah.
So he's like,
I'm going to kill the shit out of you.
like to quote Ice-T, I'm going to shoot you so bad, my dick's hard. Like he is so ready to murder the fuck out of this dude. Yep. T said it.
Yeah.
Favorite line ever.
But that has got to be the strong... To me, again, that's like the strongest performance, I think, out of this.
Oh, yeah.
And then when he shows up and is able to shoot... I mean, he saves the day,
Yeah.
right? I mean, he's able to shoot the killer. Because, our killer gets control again, ties our final girl up. She's given her great diabolical speech that is in the fall of all great killers.
They all have
to
But she's
elaborate.
She's also showing her the actual footage of her sister being murdered,
yeah.
and mentioning, "Oh, I didn't kill her fast. I stabbed her over and over again and let her bleed out."
Not to mention stabs our final girl in both legs.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
As she's telling us, like, and I'm about to do the same. You're gonna watch your sister die, and I'm gonna kill you the exact same way. I'm
Can you
gonna
last as
stab
long
you.
as her?
Yeah.
Like, it's fucked up, man.
It's
so
really
fucked
fucked up.
And then, our sheriff comes in the last minute, shoots the killer in the head. And there we get some, they do a lot of small things in this film. One being that final kill that we get, and they only did it in the one kill, the blood hits back and hits the camera lens.
Yeah.
And drips down the camera. That was so, but only like a third of the screen.
Yeah,
right?
just
it's
like it's a splatter on there.
Yeah, it's so good.
And it just fits perfectly.
While you're staring at a smoking bullet hole. It was fucking phenomenal.
And then again, this is one of those things where it's like, let's not get the authorities involved. She's like, this killer affected my life, affected your life. There's no reason. She just disappears.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah. And I like that where he's like, he's a man of law. I mean, up to this point, like he's by the book.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, nah.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't go over what made Teenage Boys Kill the best kill. Because he was the other killer. We can talk about him. Yeah. She made a bomb.
Oh,
basically in the walkie-talkie.
She mentions, because she's in college when she comes back, and she talks about how, what'd you do in college? She's like, a lot of chemicals that are, can explode, stuff like that. Some slight mention of that. Later on, again, everything set up that when she gets walkied later on by her friend, dude man grabs it, starts talking, God, best kill.
Yeah. God damn it. The head, it just explodes as soon as he hits the button to respond on radio.
To the point, I thought someone came in with a shotgun.
Same. I rewound it. I'm like, did that come from outside? Like, I thought
it's the biggest what the fuck moment of the movie because you just aren't expecting it at all.
Dude, and like what's left is just this bloody stump that we get like 2 spurts from. It was so good, dude.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Very much a Tarantino splurt out. Yeah.
Oh, man, that was an amazing kill. And the practical effects in this film, we don't get a lot of deaths. That's another reason why it's more like Halloween to me than Scream.
Yeah.
Because the body count's low, right? What amps it up more to make it more like Scream is that we do get the gore and the blood of the kills we do get.
And the suspense.
And
again,
the
the cat and mouse kind of game.
But Halloween already had suspense too.
Yeah.
It was just, like I said, it's just this perfect melding of the two like types of storytelling to me. I think they did a really good job of blending the two eras of slasher.
Yeah.
Right? Because now, obviously, moving forward, we have a different new slasher. Obviously, Terrifier is a slasher, but that goes completely on the gore realm, right? So I'm really saying Halloween, Scream. That's where I'm at.
And that's what I'm saying is that there's been tons of slashers come out the last couple of years.
Yeah.
For some reason, this one stands out a little bit more.
Hard Eyes was good. Remember,
Hard Eyes was good.
And I rewatched it after we recorded on it this year, and like it still holds up.
Oh, it's a fun. It knows exactly what it is.
Exactly.
But this one says we don't need to have. Usually for us, if you don't have some really good kills, like that's a challenge right there.
Yeah. Fair.
And this movie has a couple good kills. It has one amazing kill and a couple good kills. But overall, it's the storytelling, the direction, the action, or the acting.
I think the atmosphere for me too.
Atmosphere,
the way
yeah.
way it looks.
That's
a lot.
That says a lot.
Because they found old houses, so you really feel like you're in the 80s.
Yeah.
So, does that make sense? Like, it doesn't feel like a newer house that was kind of tweaked around to make it look like it was a previous time period. Like, they found some houses that were built in like the 50s or 60s or something, so people would be living in them in the 80s, right? Of course, they always have to use large houses in horror movies.
You have to.
You have to use large houses.
You have to have plenty of doors that will just randomly open by themselves.
Yeah.
Can't have that happen in like a 2-apartment two room apartment. Like then it's like close one door and the killer's in the other room. Like you got to have multiple rooms, multiple doors.
Yeah. All right, folks, that's gonna wrap it up for 2025's Night of the Reaper. Please go to our website, guipodcast.com. Check out all the other shows on the network, as well as go to our links tab, and make sure to check out our links to TeePublic and Etsy. That's where you can get merch for all the shows under the network. TeePublic has a lot more designs. You can get the designs on multiple things. Etsy is less designs and limited to shirts. Also, go to lowdownbrown.gui@gmail.com. Have you watched the show already? Have you watched this movie already? What do you think? Do you think it really hones in on the blending of the two slashers like we were talking about? Give us your thoughts. I will. This is now in my Halloween viewing, and if Shudder releases this on physical, I will buy it.
I'll be honest. I'm probably gonna rewatch this tonight because I only watched it the one time.
Yeah.
And you talk about watching it a second time. I realized I was kind of jealous of that. And I'm like, God damn it! That's how
you
much.
got to watch the ending almost the whole ending in a second time.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm realizing I really like this fucking movie, and it caught me off guard. There was no hype. Yeah. That's the thing that was really cool about this. Yeah. It was a discovery one, which is weird to discover something on Shudder. But I discovered it because nobody really talked this up.
Yeah.
And watching it and being like, this is fucking good.
It's really fucking good. Like enjoyed it even more the second viewing. Honestly,
I'm
I did.
I'm gonna put it in my Halloween watch.
Yeah, it's towards that. Like I said, Shudder. You release this on physical, I'm buying it. Like I
Yeah.
bought another good Halloween one, not the same at all because it's shot it's filmed and shot and paced like a new horror movie, but another Halloween release from Shudder is Haunt. Like
God damn it, you're in my fucking head,
dude. Like
I
they
was
just
literally about to reference. I think the last movie I can feel like Halloween and excited that came out from was Haunt.
Yeah.
Like it's in that same vein. Not the same movie,
No.
but the same feeling of like, okay, they know what the
and
fuck
as
they're
soon
doing.
as I saw Haunt, added to my Halloween rotation. As soon as it was finally released on physical,
dude, I was
bought it.
literally about to say, fucking, this reminds me of fucking Haunt, and just that excitement and how impressed I was.
Yeah, exactly. I think that about sums it up.
Yeah.
Folks, please, if you still haven't seen Haunt, what the fuck are you doing? The fuck are you doing? Watch that movie, goddamn.
Not the same type of movie, but the same.
And there's multiple movies with Haunt in the title that is Halloween themed. I understand. This is just called Haunt, and generally you're gonna see a bunch of masks, either a clown or a witch or the devil or something on the cover. That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, talking about that one. I don't know. So, all right, folks, that's it. And until we talk to you again, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIPodcast.com.